just, I know you don't want or need an apology, and so I won't. I am sorry for what I did, and I know it doesn't make anything better. It doesn't help. It doesn't replace what has been taken from you, and you should have it back. Everything. You should have your loved ones back. You should have all the experiences that you wanted to have back. You should have your lives back. Everything you said about how hard it's been for you, and not just you, everyone who was in the same situation, none of you should have had to go through that. And it was because I was stupid, and because I was pathetic, and because I was weak, and because other people were strong, and I couldn't deal with that. But just one thing, it's hard when you say that this has been so hard for you, and you were strong. All of you were strong. You were able to get through that, and you were able to navigate life, everyday life. I was too weak to do that. You were able to face the future, and I just would hope that you could draw on whatever strength you found there to do what you need to do and to accomplish what you need to accomplish. And what I did was weak and was evil and it was senseless, and there's no, it's unfair to let that stand in the way of whatever it is that you and everyone else needs to accomplish. And I'm sorry for putting you through it. I'm sorry for everything bit of pain, agony. I'm sorry. I know it doesn't matter. I know it doesn't put anything back. Everything you had to go through, I know it doesn't fix anything. Just that you deserve to hear it, and all of you deserve to hear it. And those people have wondered a lot about what hell is like, and hell is seeing. Hell is knowing you're all good people. All of you are good people. And hell is knowing that you have done something to good people, and that you can never make it right. And it's facing and knowing that you deserve your life's best. You deserve your loved one's best. And knowing that everything I've gotten has been too good for me. That there's nothing I can do to make it right. And that's how I feel. There were some questions about why I did this, and I never explained why I did it. I wasn't sure whether I was going to do that today. I didn't want to make this about me. It's not. But those questions have been asked by Mr. Lane and by Mr. Bela, and I'll be as brief as I can. The short answer is that I was afraid, I was angry, and I was jealous. That's not a full explanation, but I was in a situation where I was going through the same things that every other kid did, and I didn't see it. I didn't know that everyone else went through that. And when I started feeling rejected, instead of reaching out to anyone or saying something to anyone, I just concealed it. And instead of facing my own problems and admitting that there was something wrong with me, I turned that behavior outward toward others. And I just began to believe that there was something wrong with them, and that nothing wrong with me. And because I didn't confide in others, it wasn't failing this community. It wasn't failing someone to reach out to me. It was a failing of mine. I just thought that you have to be weak to reach out to someone else. And I didn't see the strength in that. And so I just I just didn't say anything. No one knew. I concealed it from my parents. And I just started to feed on this hatred that I had. And it built up over a long time to the point that initially you just think that some people are bad people, and you start thinking that they're really bad people and they enable bad people, and then you start thinking that maybe they deserve to die. And when there's no one there to spot that, and there's no one there to intervene and say, you're really screwed up, you're not correct, you're not perceiving things properly, then it takes the consequences that it did. And I felt like I was hostile, I was rude to a lot of people in the year or so before I was in school. And I was that way because I was putting out front that I was very weak, and I knew it, and I wouldn't admit it myself. And I felt like I had to be like everyone else. I had to be strong, to be dangerous. And anytime anyone would call me on it, which they were right to do, I didn't do anything, and I felt ashamed of that. And at some point, I told myself I can't do that anymore. And that's when I made the decision that I made. And it was because I was weak, because I was stupid, it was because I was jealous, and it's because I felt like I was a good person and other people weren't, and I should have been rewarded for that, and other people should not have. And I was wrong. I didn't see what things were really like. When I Bailiff family spoke today, I was too much of a coward in 1997 to look at you all. And now, when I see you, I see who you are, and you're good people. All of you are good people. I know Bailiff was a good person. And your sense of honor is palpable. It's right there. And I didn't see that. I didn't see that in your son. And that's not his fault, that's mine. He was good, he was better than I am. He always will be. And you should have him back, you should. I'm sorry. The answer to why everyone else is, and there's no justification for anyone. The answer to why everyone else is that because I was weak, and the prosecution was correct, it was calculating. I thought about this beforehand. I was afraid that people near me might try to attack me, and that's the reason for everyone else. There's no. I didn't tell people that for a long time because that was even more cold-blooded than what I did initially, but that's the truth. And this shouldn't happen to you. You shouldn't have to go through it. And I don't know if it'll help anything, but I know Mr. Wayne, you got a question about this, and you did as well, but it was never my intention to be killing in the classroom. I don't know if that makes any difference or not, but I never wanted to do that. Mr. Martinez, you asked if I'm deserving of forgiveness. I don't know the answer. I don't believe that I am. If people forgive me, it's because they're good. It's not anything I deserve. It's not anything I have coming to me. But the answer again to why is just because I was weak, because I angry because I was a Catholic. This community had a certain set of values and tried to instill me with them, and I can look at you all and see that you embody those values, you represent them, and I didn't. Mr. Lane, you asked what can be done to prevent things like this. I can't generalize about every other school shooting that's happened. Some of them I don't understand at all. Other ones I feel like I do. A lot of it was just, I didn't have the skill set that I needed to learn to be man. And someone had spotted that and told me during a time when you're trying to become a man to have some sense of confidence that would have helped, that would have stopped this, that would have helped me. Other things that might have stopped, again, it just depends on cases. A lot of times, though, there's a narrative. You start to believe that general society has rejected you, and that because you shouldn't have been rejected, you turn your anger toward them, and you want to attack them. And whenever there's some injustice in society, you feel like that justifies you, and it doesn't. And to anyone else who's thinking of doing something like this, that's what I would tell them is don't. There's nothing that comes from this. You look at people, these are good people, and they don't deserve any of this, none of this. And society's not bad. And if it is, you fix it through reason. You don't fix it through violence. It doesn't. That's not the thing to do. And just this courtroom, these people, none of this is right. None of this should have happened. And I know it's completely infinite, but I'm sorry. And you all deserve your lives the way they were, and I never do that. I never bring that back. I'm sorry for what I did to one of your tires. I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for what I did to your son, Arthur.